All right, so looking to boost your savings.
Always a good goal.
We're diving deep into the 52-week savings challenge today,
Yeah.
a method that turns small, consistent steps into a surprisingly large sum.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe this, but putting aside just $1 the first week
Wow.
can turn into over $1,300 by the year's end.
That's amazing.
Buckle up,
Okay.
because we're breaking down how this works
Right.
and, more importantly,
Yeah.
how you can make it work for your life.
Exactly.
So the 52-week challenge.
It's all about harnessing the power of habit.
Okay.
Instead of aiming for one big, intimidating savings goal all at once,
Right.
you're essentially tricking yourself
Okay.
into saving more.
Over time.
Yeah.
It's like training for a marathon.
Right.
So
Exactly.
you wouldn't go from couch potato to 26 miles overnight.
You got it.
So you gradually increase the load each week.
Yes.
What makes this challenge so effective,
Yeah.
especially for beginners, is that starting point.
Right.
Just $1 the first week.
Anyone can do that.
Exactly.
Then each week you just bump it up by another $1.
Oh, okay.
Almost like a game.
Yeah.
And seeing that savings number grow can be really motivating.
Did anyone actually stick to this, though,
Absolutely.
and see results?
Oh, yeah.
Because it sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, right? We've got a great example in our research. Emily, a teacher, used this method specifically to save for holiday gifts throughout the year.
Oh, wow.
By December, she had $1,378 saved up
It's a lot.
without feeling like she was making a huge sacrifice.
That's impressive.
That's the beauty of consistency.
Emily's story definitely highlights the slow and steady wins the race approach.
It does.
But let's say someone's income isn't as predictable
Okay.
as a teacher's salary.
Yeah.
What if you're a freelancer
Uh-huh.
or someone with fluctuating paychecks?
That's where the adaptability of this challenge really shines.
Right.
We found an example of Jamal,
Okay.
a gig worker,
All right.
who modified the challenge to fit his income flow. Instead of saving weekly, he saved $100 each month.
Ooh.
So syncing his savings to his earnings
Yep.
made sure that he could consistently meet his goal.
So it's not about rigidly sticking to the weekly increments.
Right.
It's more about the principle of gradually increasing
Exactly.
your savings. I like that.
Um,
Now let's talk about specific ways someone could customize this challenge.
well, one option is to flip the script entirely.
Yeah.
Instead of starting small and increasing, you could do the reverse 52-week challenge.
Interesting.
Start with the highest amount,
Okay.
$52, and decrease by $1 each week.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That seems like it would appeal to folks who are more motivated at the beginning
Yeah.
and might find it easier to save bigger chunks earlier in the year.
Exactly.
Another variation.
You could just pick a fixed amount
Okay.
to save each week.
All right.
So if you want to hit that 378 target,
Yeah.
you could just put aside $26.50 every week.
Okay.
Simple and predictable.
That's perfect for the set it and forget it type of saver.
Exact.
But what about people who love a visual reminder?
Oh, there's a whole world of tools and tricks for that.
Okay.
You got apps like Capital and Digit,
Oh, yeah.
which can automate your savings by rounding up purchases
I see.
and transferring the difference to your savings account.
Okay.
They can even analyze your spending
Wow.
and squirrel away little bits based on what you can afford.
I actually use a Roundup app myself.
Really?
It's amazing how quickly those small amounts add up.
I know, it's great.
And for those who prefer a more tangible approach,
Yeah.
there's always the classic cash envelope method.
Ah, yes, the satisfaction of seeing those envelopes fill up.
It's like having a mini progress bar for your savings goals.
It is.
Speaking of staying on track,
Yeah.
what advice do we have for those inevitable moments when life throws a wrench in your plans?
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
Uh-huh.
Unexpected expenses happen.
Right. And it's crucial to remember this challenge is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
If you miss a week or two,
Yeah.
don't throw in the towel.
Okay.
Catch up when you have more breathing room in your budget
Right.
or adjust your overall goal.
If you need to.
Exactly.
So flexibility is key.
Very important.
What about the mental side of things?
Yeah.
How do we stay motivated
Yeah.
and not get discouraged,
Right.
especially if we hit a snag?
That's where the power of rewards comes in.
Okay.
Imagine treating yourself
Yeah.
when you hit certain milestones.
I like that.
A small splurge, a nice dinner out.
I am all about those little rewards.
Yeah,
What about accountability?
absolutely.
I know some people find it helpful to have someone
Yeah.
to share their goals with.
Having someone to share your journey with
Yeah.
makes it less daunting.
Right.
And you can celebrate milestones together, share tips, keep each other motivated.
Like your own personal savings cheer squad.
Exactly.
We also came across some inspiring examples
Yeah.
of people who not only crushed the 52-week savings challenge, but dealt with challenges
Yes.
along the way.
So we've already mentioned Sarah, who had to pause her challenge
Right,
due to a medical bill,
right.
but still managed to save $900
Wow, that's great.
by the end of the year.
Talk about resilience.
It is?
And what about Marcus,
Yes.
who used the money he saved
Yeah.
to pay off a high-interest credit card?
That's a great example
It is.
of how saving can have a ripple effect on your overall financial health.
So it highlights that saving isn't just about accumulating wealth.
Right.
It's about making smart choices
Exactly.
that benefit your well-being.
You got it.
While the 52-week challenge is a powerful tool,
It is.
I'm curious about other methods people have
Yeah.
used to boost their savings.
So we already touched on the reverse 52-week challenge,
Right,
which might be good for those who are gung-ho at the start.
right. Get that momentum going.
Yes.
Then there's the $5 challenge,
Right. Yeah.
which is perfect for those who prefer a less structured approach.
Right.
You simply save every $5 bill that comes your way.
Uh-huh.
We found a story about Anna, who saved over $600 this way,
Wow.
without really trying.
That's amazing.
It shows those small, consistent actions can really add up.
They can.
Now, for those who like to tie their savings to their income,
Yeah.
we've got the percentage of income challenge.
Okay.
Instead of specific dollar amounts,
Yeah.
you commit to saving a certain percentage of each paycheck,
Okay.
maybe 5% or 10%.
Uh-huh.
And finally, there are always goal-specific variations
Yes.
of the challenge.
Say you're saving for a vacation or a new car.
Okay,
You can tailor the challenge.
to meet that goal.
Exactly.
It's like a personalized savings roadmap.
It is.
So many options to choose from.
I know.
The key is to find a method that aligns with you,
Absolutely.
your personality, your financial situation,
Yes.
and most importantly,
Yes.
your savings goals.
Your goals.
And even if you don't hit that $378 target,
Yeah.
any amount you save is a step in the right direction.
Every dollar counts.
Now, before we move on
Yeah.
to some of the common questions and challenges
Okay.
you might encounter on your savings journey,
All right.
I want to take a moment to explore the deeper why
Okay.
behind saving.
I'm glad you brought that up.
It's not just about the numbers.
Right.
It's about understanding the purpose
Yes.
behind your savings goal.
Well, exactly.
What are you trying to achieve?
Yeah.
Is it financial security,
Mm-hmm.
freedom from debt,
Maybe.
the ability to pursue your dreams?
That's a good one.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Having a clear why can be incredibly motivating.
Absolutely.
Imagine, for example,
Yeah.
you're saving to break free
Okay.
from the paycheck to paycheck cycle.
Right.
That sense of financial breathing room
Yes.
can do wonders for your stress levels.
And well-being.
Absolutely.
Or maybe you're saving for a dream,
Oh.
like buying a home
Oh, yeah.
or traveling the world.
Visualizing that dream
Yeah.
and connecting it to your savings efforts can be powerful.
Very powerful.
It's about turning those abstract aspirations
Mm-hmm.
into concrete, achievable goals.
Yes.
So to our listener,
Yeah.
we encourage you to find your why,
Yes.
set your goals,
Mm-hmm.
and embark on this empowering journey.
Yeah.
We're confident you'll be amazed
Yes.
by what you can achieve.
You got it.
And remember,
Okay.
every step you take,
Uh-huh.
no matter how small,
Yeah.
brings you closer to your financial dreams.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back to delve into some common questions and challenges
Okay.
that might pop up on your savings journey.
Hey.
Stay tuned.
Sounds good.
We're back and ready to tackle some of those burning questions you might have about the 52-week savings challenge.
Yeah.
We dug through tons of forums and articles,
Oh, wow.
and it seems like one of the biggest concerns is, what if I can't save every single week?
That's a really common one.
Yeah.
And honestly, a valid one.
Right.
Life happens. Unexpected bills, car troubles, that throw urge to buy a dozen fancy donuts.
Hey, no judgment on the donuts.
Right.
But seriously, what happens when those unexpected expenses just totally derail our best-laid savings plans?
The key is to not get discouraged.
Yeah.
And remember, this is about progress, not perfection.
Right.
Our research suggests a couple of approaches.
Okay.
First, try catching up on those missed savings
Okay.
during weeks where you have a little more wiggle room
Right.
in your budget.
Makes sense.
Or you could simply adjust your overall target
Okay.
for the remaining weeks.
So it's all about being adaptable
Exactly.
and rolling with the punches.
Yes.
Another question that popped up a lot was about debt.
Okay.
How do you balance paying down debt
Right.
while also trying to save?
Yeah.
It feels like a catch-22.
It can definitely feel that way. The
Right.
conventional wisdom
Yeah.
is often to tackle high-interest debt first
Okay.
before you even think about saving. But what's fascinating is that our research suggests it's possible to do both
Really?
simultaneously.
So it's not an all-or-nothing situation.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
It really depends on your circumstances and the type of debt
Yeah.
you're dealing with.
So one strategy we found
Yeah.
is to create a budget that allocates a certain amount
Mm-hmm.
towards both debt repayment
Yes.
and a savings.
It's about creating that positive momentum
Yeah.
and building those crucial financial habits.
It's like tackling two important goals at once.
Exactly.
Now let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about the psychological side of saving.
All right.
How do we stay motivated,
Yeah.
avoid getting discouraged,
Right.
and actually stick to our savings goals?
This is where understanding the psychology of motivation comes in.
Okay.
One powerful technique is visualization.
All right.
Literally seeing those savings grow.
I see.
Use a chart, a spreadsheet, or one of those cool savings apps
Oh, yeah.
to track your progress.
Right.
It's amazing how motivating it can be
Yeah.
to watch those numbers climb.
It's like a visual reminder of all that hard work paying off.
It is.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Celebrating milestones is key.
Right.
When you hit a significant savings milestone,
Yeah.
take the time to acknowledge your accomplishment.
Okay.
It could be a small treat,
Okay.
a fun experience,
All right.
or even just a pat on the back.
Okay.
Rewards are such a powerful motivator.
They are.
And what about finding an accountability buddy
Yes.
or joining a community
Oh, yeah.
of like-minded savers?
I think that can be super helpful.
Absolutely.
Sharing your goals with others,
Yeah.
celebrating wins together, offering each other encouragement.
Yeah,
It makes the journey more enjoyable.
it does.
It's like having a cheering section
Exactly.
for your savings journey.
We also came across some really inspiring examples
Oh.
of people who not only crushed the 52-week savings challenge,
Yeah.
but dealt with unexpected challenges.
Along the way.
We've already mentioned Sarah,
Right.
who had to pause her challenge
Yeah.
due to a medical bill,
Right.
but still managed to save $900 by the end of the year.
It's a great reminder that it's okay to adjust your plan as needed.
Absolutely.
Life throws curveballs,
It does.
and the ability to adapt is crucial.
Very important.
And what about Marcus, who used the money he saved from the challenge
Yes.
to pay off a high-interest credit card?
That's a fantastic example
It is.
of how saving can have a ripple effect on your overall financial health.
It highlights that saving isn't just about accumulating wealth.
It's not.
It's about making smart choices that benefit your overall well-being.
Exactly.
So to recap, when it comes to conquering those common saving challenges,
Yeah.
flexibility, adaptability, and understanding the power of motivation are key.
They are very important.
Now let's move on to the exciting part.
Okay.
What do we actually do with all that hard-earned cash
Yeah.
once we've reached our savings goal?
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. You've built this incredible foundation of savings.
Okay.
Now it's time to decide how to best utilize it
Right.
to achieve your financial goals.
So where do we start?
Well, first things first.
Yeah.
We need to choose the right place to park that money.
Right.
A high-yield savings account is a great option
Okay.
because it offers a higher interest rate
Okay.
compared to those traditional savings accounts,
I see.
which means your money is actually working for you.
So instead of just sitting there,
Yes.
my savings are earning me more money.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that.
And here's a little insider tip.
Okay.
Right now, online banks
Yeah.
tend to offer the most competitive interest rates.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you're the type of person who struggles with resisting the urge to dip into those savings.
I know what you mean.
Any tips for staying disciplined?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Consider opening a separate savings account, specifically for your 52-week challenge funds.
So keep it separate
Yes.
from my everyday checking account.
Exactly.
Out of sight, out of mind.
That's the idea.
Makes sense.
What about those folks who are more visually motivated?
Yeah, good question.
For those who like to see their progress in a tangible way,
Uh-huh.
the cash envelope method is still a winner.
Okay.
You can label each envelope with a specific savings goal.
Oh, I like that.
Vacation emergency fund,
What?
new laptop, you name it.
Cool.
Then physically deposit the cash
Okay.
into the corresponding envelope.
It's like a visual reminder of your progress towards each goal.
It is.
Now let's talk about the various ways you can actually use your savings
Okay.
once you've accumulated a decent amount.
One of the most fundamental uses is building a solid emergency fund.
Okay.
Ideally, you want 3 to 6 months
Okay.
of living expenses saved up
That makes sense.
to create a safety net
Right.
in case of unexpected events.
Things like job loss, medical emergencies, surprise car repairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having that cushion
Yeah.
can alleviate so much financial stress.
Peace of mind is priceless.
It is.
So once you've got that emergency fund sorted,
Yeah.
what's next?
Well, that's where you get to think about those bigger purchases or long-term goals.
Okay.
It could be a down payment on a house,
Oh, wow.
that dream vacation you've always wanted,
Okay.
or even investing in your own business.
And we're talking, the possibilities are endless.
They are.
And speaking of investing,
Yes.
if you have a longer-term goal in mind, like retirement,
Mm-hmm.
consider putting a portion of your savings
Okay.
into investments.
Makes sense.
That can potentially grow your wealth over time.
Investing can seem a bit intimidating
It can.
to beginners.
What advice do we have?
A great place to start is with index funds or ETFs.
Okay.
These are basically baskets of stocks
Okay.
that track a specific market index,
Okay.
like the S&P 500.
So instead of picking individual stocks,
Yes.
you're investing in a bunch of companies at once.
Exactly. It's a great way to spread out your risk
I see.
and potentially see solid returns over the long term.
That makes a lot of sense.
And the best part
Yeah.
is that many online brokerages
Oh.
offer low cost
Oh, yeah.
or even no fee index funds and ETFs,
Wow.
making investing accessible to everyone.
That's great to hear.
So we've got building an emergency fund,
Yeah.
making those big purchases,
Right.
and investing for the future.
Any other smart ways to utilize those savings?
Absolutely. Remember Marcus,
Yeah.
who used his savings to pay off a high-interest credit card.
Right?
That's a fantastic example
It is.
of using your savings to reduce debt
Yeah.
and save money on interest charges in the long run.
It's like giving yourself a financial raise.
Exactly.
That's a powerful reminder that saving isn't just about accumulating money.
Right.
It's about making smart choices
Yes.
that benefit your overall financial well-being.
Now, we've talked a lot about the benefits of saving, but what about some of the potential pitfalls or things to watch out for?
That's an important point.
One thing to be mindful of
Yeah.
is keeping your savings in a place where they can actually outpace inflation.
That's right. Inflation can eat away at your savings
Exactly.
if they're just sitting in a low-interest account.
That's why high-yield savings accounts and investments
Yeah.
can be such valuable tools
Okay.
for preserving and growing your wealth over time.
Another potential pitfall is focusing too much on the short term
Yes.
and neglecting your long-term savings goals.
It's like that saying,
Right.
don't sacrifice the long term for the short term.
Exactly.
It's crucial to strike a balance
Right.
between saving for both your immediate needs
Uh-huh.
and your future aspirations.
So we've covered a lot of ground today,
We have.
from managing those everyday savings challenges
Yeah.
to choosing the right places to store our savings and even dipping our toes into the world of investing.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to the core
Oh.
of what we've been discussing today.
Right.
Financial freedom.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Because financial freedom means something different to everyone,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
For some, it might be about having enough savings to quit a job they hate
Yeah.
and pursue their passions.
Right.
For others, it might be about having the financial security to handle any curveball life throws their way.
Makes sense.
And for some, it might be about retiring early
Oh, yeah.
and spending their days doing whatever they want.
What's fascinating is that regardless of what financial freedom looks like to you,
Huh?
the principles we've discussed today
Yeah.
can help pave the path to achieving that freedom.
It's about empowering yourself to live the life you want to live
Yes.
without being held back by financial constraints.
Exactly.
Now, for our listener,
Yeah.
we want to leave you with a thought-provoking question
Okay.
to ponder as we wrap up.
Right.
What does financial freedom mean to you?
And more importantly, yeah.
What steps can you take today
Okay.
to start building that freedom for yourself?
Remember,
Yes.
no matter where you are on your financial journey,
Yeah.
every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to achieving your goals.
Absolutely.
That's a great note to end on.
It is.
Keep saving,
Yes.
keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Good.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into saving.
Yeah.
Everything from the nuts and bolts of the 52-week savings challenge to different saving styles, even dipping our toes into investing.
Uh-huh.
And we've talked about the why,
The importance of having a clear why.
understanding the purpose behind your savings goals.
Yes.
And what financial freedom means to you.
Exactly.
But I think there's one more crucial element we need to touch on before we wrap up.
Okay.
It's something that often gets overlooked
Right.
in the hustle and bustle of daily life.
Yeah.
But it can have a profound impact on our overall well-being.
I'm intrigued. What is it?
Mindfulness.
Cultivating a sense of mindfulness in our relationship with money.
That's an excellent point.
It's not just about mechanically saving or investing.
Right.
It's about being present and aware of our financial choices, big and small.
It's about pausing before you make a purchase.
Yeah.
And asking yourself, do I really need this?
Exactly.
Is this aligned with my values and my goals?
It's about tuning into our spending habits.
Yes.
And identifying those sneaky little expenses
Right.
that drain our bank accounts without us even realizing it.
Like that daily latte.
Oh, yeah.
That adds up to hundreds of dollars a year.
Or those subscription services we signed up for and never use.
Exactly.
It's about being intentional with our money
Yes.
and making choices that truly serve us.
Both in the present moment
Yeah.
and in the long run.
And it's not just about spending.
Right.
It's about being mindful of our saving habits, too. Are we consistently setting aside money for our goals?
Good question.
Are we taking advantage of opportunities to boost our savings?
Yeah.
Like increasing our 401k contributions or exploring high-yield savings options?
It's about being proactive rather than reactive
Yeah.
when it comes to our finances.
I love that.
It's about making conscious choices
Right.
that align with our values and goals.
It's like taking control of our financial destiny
Yes.
rather than letting our finances control us.
And our research suggests that cultivating mindfulness in our financial lives
Okay.
can actually lead to a greater sense of well-being overall.
Really?
When we're more mindful of our finances, we tend to make better choices.
I see.
We feel more in control, less stressed,
Yeah.
and more confident in our ability to manage our money effectively.
It's like a positive feedback loop.
Exactly.
Mindfulness leads to better choices,
Uh-huh.
which leads to greater well-being,
Yes.
which further reinforces those mindful habits.
Precisely. And it's not just about our financial well-being.
Okay.
It can even spill over into other areas of our lives.
How so?
Well, when we practice mindfulness in our finances, we're essentially training our minds to be more present and aware in general.
Right.
This can translate into greater clarity, focus, and even patience
Yeah.
in other areas of our lives.
It's like a ripple effect of positivity.
It is.
So we've gone from the practicalities of saving
Right.
to exploring the why behind our financial goals. And now we've arrived at mindfulness,
Yes.
recognizing that it's not just about the numbers,
Right.
but about our overall relationship with money.
It's about cultivating awareness,
Yeah.
intentionality, and a sense of empowerment.
It's about creating a life where our finances work for us,
Absolutely.
not the other way around.
And ultimately, it's about using our financial resources
yeah,
as tools to create the life we want to live.
a life filled with purpose, meaning, and joy.
That's a great way to put it.
So to our listener,
Yeah.
as you embark on your savings journey,
Uh-huh.
we encourage you to embrace not only the practical strategies we've discussed,
Right.
but also the transformative power of mindfulness.
Remember, it's not just about reaching a specific savings target.
Yeah.
It's about cultivating a healthy and empowering relationship with money.
That's so important.
That will serve you well for years to come.
And who knows, maybe this deep dive has sparked some new ideas or insights
I hope so.
that will help you on your journey to financial freedom.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, happy saving.